Okay, in Bricade SAN admin, if you can see, these are the three components. These are the three components which is included in SAN. One is a server, and next is a switch, and third is a storage. Okay, so the server or storage and switch, all three are essential to form a SAN network. So in the specifically the switch is a very essential component where we talk about switching basics and how to go forward in this, or what is the importance of switch. Let's talk about it. So why we require storage? The above picture indicates the server is there with the 16 drives where we can maximum go with 500 GB hard drives. That comes around 8 TB of hard disk. Okay, and there is a user which comes to you and asks for 30 TB of space for an application. Okay, but this server can only accommodate up to 8 TB. So you don't have any other go. What to do now? My server capacity is 8 TB of storage, and I require 30 TB of storage from my application. Okay, you don't know what has to be done here. So here at present, we can't move forward with the present capacity what we have in the server. Okay, so in this instant, we don't have anything to do with the server. We require a storage. Okay, this is one of the example why we require storage. Okay, so in the same way for the next combination of the storage. Okay, so we have two servers here. The first server, what you have seen on the first slide, and the second server, which has been accommodated in the second slide. So in the first server, you can see 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 hard drives. Okay, you have 16 hard drives, and the second it has only 4 hard drives. But second server is an advanced server when compared to first server. It has a more processor, more memory, and high amount of things. Like the processing is fast. It's the next version of the server. Okay, so what you can see is like the user requested. Okay, the second server is too good on the performance part, but the second server doesn't have much of space. So he wants the first four hard drives. Okay, it has only 4 hard drives. The 16 hard drives capacity to be accommodated on the second server. Okay, means the space on the first server should be accommodated on the second server. So what happens? What you can do? So what the general mindset will happen? You need to copy the data from one server to other server. It's a very big task and takes a day's time. Okay, and even the capacity should be there to copy from first server to the other server, which is not going to happen. Okay, then you can do it through NFS and all, but it's a bit slow because it's a copper wire, and user wants the highest performance for Oracle applications. Can you do it? If it is NFS, it will be too slow. Or CFS, it will be too slow. Then after, for the Oracle application and all the performance should be more, then this will not help. Okay, if it is like a VMware cluster, any cluster setup requires a storage, requires a switch, requires a SAN environment or NAS environment. Okay, to move forward. Alright, so we can run a VMware cluster without a storage, it's not possible. So then we need to understand the storage is essential component here to move forward. And switch is a part of storage which we drive the things better in a SAN network. Okay. So here, this is the storage introduction, how the I/O performance will have. The host is nothing but a server, what we call a board. Okay, and it's like a small introduction of the storage. The I/O performance is improved if you compare with the internal disk. It's a separate, different story of it. Okay, it's a type of connectivity, data storage without a switch. Okay, and there is a SAN network where switch is a mandatory component where you need to go forward. A SAN network is a high-performance network whose primary purpose is to enable the storage device to communicate the computer systems with each other. So here you need to understand, okay, this primary switch. The switch is the one which improves your performance, which improves your number of connections, which improves your reliability and redundancy. These are the couple of things, okay, where you can see in the switch. All right. So this is the basic structure of SAN. Let me show you the course content. See, the course content, if you want to know about the switch, you need to know about the SAN basics and protocols. You can see here the protocols will be covering SCSI and FC, and the SAN basics, various types of disk, protocols, fabric layers, FC technologies, topologies, worldwide numbers, switch initialization, device initialization. These are the prior basics to Bricade switch. Learning it, we require basic components, okay, of the prerequisites. So, but I'll be teaching you the basic level of concepts initially before jumping out to the switch concepts. Okay, so you can see the RAID concepts here. Even RAID is required, so I'll be covering a minimum portion of the RAID, what exactly is RAID, and what is the redundancy purpose and parity concepts. And here which come with the SAN switches, what we are talking about. So CisCo and Bricade switches, what are the initial, but we'll be talking more about Bricade, not on CisCo, just about the learning. Okay, this both are the commentators on the market. What exactly it is it. So requirement of SAN switch, why require a SAN switch, licenses and Bricade 300 SAN switch, monitoring and configuration, and fabric topologies. What are the topologies available? Model, number of ports, inter-switch link, ISL, which we call it as ISL. From one switch to another switch, we call it out. How we connect it. So that's the ISL link. Switch joining, the WW number. What is the purpose of joining? CLI and GUI procedure of joining, soft and hard joining, soft joining advantages, best practices, web tools, alias, all this kind of a thing, troubleshooting. Okay, so this is completely into switch. Okay, this is completely into switch concepts. So in detail, we'll be dealing about how the switch concepts will take it up, everything. Okay.